We did a video about recovering boosters on a barge like this one, and one about cranes that recover payload fairings, but didn't show the ships that do the fairing recovery. Meet Bob, a converted oil platform service ship that has cranes, a helicopter pad, and space to store 4 fairing halves. While the boosters have fuel to fire thrusters and fins to steer it on the way down to land on the deck like a helicopter, the payload fairings are lightweight shells with parachutes to slow the descent and have no way to steer. At first, SpaceX tried ships with nets to catch them before they landed in the water, but since ships travel slower than the wind can go, it was not reliable enough to count on. Notice how Bob has a big crane to lift fairings aboard. You might think that Bob and his brother ship Doug were named because they found things bobbing in the water and dug them out, but they commemorate SpaceX's first astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley, who flew the first commercial mission to the International Space Station back in 2020. The other things that are valuable and can't get back without help don't happen right after a launch. When cargo or humans return from the International Space Station after a mission, they make their final descent by parachute into the water and are picked up by one of the smaller ships, which are named Shannon and Megan, for the first 2 female astronauts launched by SpaceX. The real-life Bob and Doug and their Dragon capsule returned to land aboard Shannon. There's a lot of stuff about these ships on a website called spaceoffshore.com. It has a cool feature where you select a ship and has a window with the ship's current location on a map down the page. Sometimes you're privileged to see most of the fleet together in port. Recovering spacecraft parts to reuse is a good way to reduce costs, but takes planning and hard work.